You dropping off or picking up?
Nope, I'm just passing through.
And don't bother Annie. Although she might shoot you the moment you step inside. Me? I don't let people into my bunker in the first place. Especially scabs like you.
That's awfully rude.
Sue me.
Welcome back to After the End, the series that looks at stuff to do after all the official stuff is done. Now today we'll be looking at Tales of the Commonwealth by Chris Takashi, aka 3D NPC. Tales of the Commonwealth isn't so much a single quest mod as it is an anthology of quests, hence the Tales in the name. In addition to new quests and NPCs, the mod also provides 3 followers, 2 of which are romanceable. The mod combines reused spoken dialogue by both Delaney and Taylor for the player characters as well as completely new voiced dialogue for NPCs. Now that may be a deterrent for most folk as fan-made voice acting isn't usually up to par with professional work. I say usually there because, well, I think I'll let one of the game's new companions do the talking.
Someone new. Is it true you're from one of those vaults? I met a few of your kind once before back in D.C. Charming people. Badly dressed, but charming all the same.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Then consider yourself fortunate. You weren't exposed to their latest trends. Granted, being a popsicle doesn't sound all that fun either.
Now some of you might be familiar with 3D NPC's other mod, Atomic Radio. If you're not, well, it's a mod that adds a new radio station full of plays, lore-friendly commercials, and PSAs to the game. It's also full of top-notch quality voice acting, and it's one of the reasons I decided to give this mod a shot. And I'm glad to say the same level of voice acting, just like you heard, can be found throughout the mod. Now the fun doesn't stop there. This mod also introduced all sorts of interesting quests, from reuniting Audrey with the members of her eccentric post-war family, to exploring a new vault in the glowing sea, and even photo-developing pre-war quote-unquote art. There's even a few raider quests which, unlike Nuka World, you're not strong-armed to doing, nor will it end your relationship with Preston or destroy half your settlements in the process if you decide to do them. Maybe Bethesda should have hired on this guy to work on the Nuka World DLC.
The plan originally, but hey, tempting.
I, on the other hand, am tempted to shoot them.
Yeah, well, you better decide quick. I'm a patient guy, but my knife, she doesn't wait for anyone.
Who are you really?
I'm a killer, plain and simple. Doesn't matter who I was before. All you need to know is who I am now. The person you'll have to answer to if you fuck up. So do us all a favor, and don't.
Why should I join you?
What? Spitball's little acting job wasn't enough to impress you? Needless to say, we aren't your ordinary raider crew. That's because we don't go after the trash can Carlas and their saggy-tit Brahmins. We don't cut off a pair of hands if we can put them to work, and we don't shoot a scav if he's willing to follow orders.
As this mod is chock full of great voice acting, it tends to play to its strength, as more emphasis is put on dialogue and less on combat and exploration. Of course, that's not to say you won't find any combat here. There's still plenty to be had, especially traveling from one location to another, as many of these locations are on hostile-heavy parts of the map. Exploration, on the other hand, is something of a disappointment, as many of the new areas introduced in this mod are rather small and in some cases have you retreading places you may have already cleared out, making the quests rather anticlimactic. Still, the voice work and the amount of quests that have been added makes it easy to overlook what it might lack in ruin running. It even manages to pack a few pleasant changes of pace, such as having one of your new companions sing karaoke.
Song goes out to all the scavengers and lonely hearts out there in the wastes. Earth angel, will you be mine?
You had them splitting their sides, Lafferty. Good job.
Hey, anytime they aren't throwing potatoes at me, I consider it a good night.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't know how the cats in Vegas do things. Out here, you can't afford to waste the food.
You know, if I heard more karaoke performances like that, I'd probably cringe a lot less every time some drunk staggers up to Mike on open mic night in a bar. Now, because Tales of the Commonwealth focuses more on dialogue, it isn't level dependent, so it can be played at any time during your playthrough. Full of quests, great voice acting, and lore friendly, this mod is right at home with your vanilla content. If you're looking for something to do post-game, or just want to expand your game experience, you can't go wrong with Tales of the Commonwealth. Well, till next time, CrossForge out.
Ever been to the combat zone? It's just an old family establishment where people beat each other to death for money. I guess what I don't get is, why would I go there when I can look out the window and see people shoot each other for free? And what's even better, sometimes I'll even get a few stray souvenirs. That's what we call bullets around here in the Commonwealth. Foul balls. In fact, after the shootout was over, I asked the raider who shot me to sign my wound. But apparently, he doesn't do autographs.